When love wore a mask. Tunde arrived in Ibadan on a Tuesday morning, the kind of morning where the city moved slowly, wrapped in brown dust and warm air. He had come for business, nothing more. Love was the last thing on his mind. That evening, tired and hungry, he stopped at a modest cafe near Mokola. The place was quiet, the kind where strangers exchanged polite smiles and went their separate ways. As he waited for his meal, a gentle voice broke the silence. "Good evening, sir. Please, can I sit here?" He looked up, and time paused. Yetunde stood before him, her beauty calm and effortless. She didn't need heavy makeup or loud laughter. There was something soft about her presence, something that felt familiar even though they had just met. They talked while the sky darkened outside. About Ibadan, about life, about dreams. Her laughter came easily, and every smile felt sincere. When Tunde finally left, his heart followed her home. From that day, Ibadan became more than a business destination. A love built on sacrifice. Calls turned into long conversations that lasted past midnight. Tunde began to visit more often, inventing reasons just to be close to her. Yetunde opened up slowly, about her struggles, her fears, and her greatest dream, education. "I don't want to depend on anyone forever," she once said quietly. "I want to be something." When she gained admission into the university but lacked funds, Tunde didn't hesitate. He paid her fees, secured accommodation, bought books, and sent monthly allowances. He became her shield and support. During exams, he stayed awake praying for her success. When results came out, he celebrated like it was his own victory. He believed love was about lifting the one you love. At her graduation, as she walked proudly in her gown, Tunde felt tears fill his eyes. When she hugged him afterward, she whispered, "You are the reason I'm here." That moment convinced him she was the woman he would marry. Warnings ignored. Introducing Yetunde to his family felt like bringing sunlight into his home, but the reaction was colder than he expected. His mother watched quietly, her eyes searching deeper than words. His elder sister noticed small things, the way Yetunde answered questions, the way she smiled without warmth. "Love is good," his mother finally said, "but character is better." Tunde brushed off their concerns. Love had made him brave, stubborn, and blind. Against their wishes, he married Yetunde in Ibadan. The wedding was colorful, talking drums, dancing feet, loud laughter, and beautiful pictures. Yetunde looked radiant that day. But beauty, like celebration, can fade. The marriage that changed everything. The first months were peaceful. Then small cracks appeared. Yetunde complained more. About the house, about money, about life. The woman who once prayed with him now criticized him openly. "Is this how we'll live forever?" she asked one night, scrolling through her phone. She stopped cooking regularly. Respect disappeared. Arguments replaced affection. Her phone became her closest companion, always locked, always guarded. Sometimes, she returned home late, smelling of expensive perfume and unfamiliar places. "Office work," she would say casually. Tunde felt lonely in his own home. The moment of truth. One evening, Fate refused to stay silent. On his way home, Tunde saw her step into a sleek SUV parked outside a restaurant on Ring Road. Inside sat a man dressed in confidence and wealth. Yetunde laughed freely, leaning into him like someone who belonged there. Tunde didn't shout. He didn't cry. His heart simply broke. That night, he confronted her. After everything, he asked softly. She didn't flinch. "I never forced you to help me," she replied. "I want more than this life." In that moment, Tunde understood. He had loved deeply, but he had loved alone. The aftermath. The marriage ended quietly. No drama. No apologies, just silence and separation. Tunde returned to himself slowly. He healed, he learned, he forgave, not because she deserved it, but because he needed peace. He learned that love without gratitude is empty, and sacrifice without wisdom is dangerous. And Yetunde, she remained a chapter in his life, a beautiful chapter with a painful ending, a reminder that not every charming smile hides a loyal heart. The redemption. For months, Tunde lived in silence. He questioned his judgment, avoided friends, and withdrew from family. But pain has a way of either destroying a man or rebuilding him. One morning, he returned to his father's house and knelt before his mother. "You warned me," he said softly. "I didn't listen." His mother lifted him up. "A wise man is not one who never falls," she said, "but one who learns." That moment marked his healing. Tunde threw himself into his work again. He rebuilt his business with discipline and clarity. He learned to set boundaries, not just in business, but in love. Slowly, success returned, this time steadier and stronger. He began mentoring young men, teaching them that love must work hand in hand with character. He gave without losing himself. He helped without blinding his judgment. Years later, at a business conference in Lagos, Tunde met someone new, not dramatic, not demanding, but kind, respectful, and patient. This time, he moved slowly. He listened. He observed. When he married again, his family stood proudly beside him.